The Guyana Elections Commission pointed out in a statement last Friday that the amount of money currently allocated for the conduct of the 2018 local government elections is believed to be insufficient, and that the Commission will be engaging the Ministry of Finance to discuss supplemental provisions. But that proposition has struck a wrong chord in the ears of Finance Minister Winston Jordan, who says the government's cup is not really filled and running over.
We have enough challenges fiscally at the moment, not least of which is that we must find the money to pay the second half of the severance, and you know of all the other issues that we have. And the last thing we want is Gecom coming saying that they want more money. Trust me, every day I wake up, there is somebody who's calling and saying they want more money. But we don't have a bottomless pit of money.
The Commission claims that its entire budget for this year is $2.9 billion. And from that amount, $1.2 billion was allocated for the conduct of local government elections, compared with $1.5 billion for similar elections 2 years ago, when goods and services had been less costly. But the word from the finance minister is cut and contrive.
Every time somebody comes to me to look for money, we have to cut somebody else's budget, because it's not as if we could find new monies. We can't go taxing people. We can't go borrowing more than we are on the budget required to do. And so, you know, and I think the discipline has to be done now, seeing that oil is coming, because everybody feels that, you know, oil is coming and therefore you can get involved in all these massive expenditure or debt and so on. Well, not under my stewardship.
The Elections Commission has been ridiculed in the past for wasteful spending. It does appear unlikely that this time around the money will be available for a repeat of that.
You have to make it do. You have to make it work. You can't be doing the same thing over and over again and expect to see improvement. Right? Lots of expenditure, I believe, are necessary, some of it wasteful, and so on. And all these things have to be taken into consideration. But like I said there, they have done back-to-back elections where billions of dollars had been given to Gecom. Those monies will be used to acquire infrastructure, consumables, many of which are still perhaps in those storage and so on. They need to make better use of monies.
Meanwhile, the Commission has labeled an accusation by the PPP that Gecom had rejected that party's request for an extension of the registration exercise as misleading and mischievous. Gecom said a subcommittee chaired by PPP Commissioner Cees Gonraj had concluded that it would not be feasible to have an extension of the registration. For Nightly News, Eugene Noel.